I feel like Steve Ballmer. Web development, web development, web development. Hello, Internet. I'm Matt Haas. So I've been working on some things, and I want to talk about it. We have Marilyn W. here. She says, good morning, Britta. Britta's here as well. Good morning, Matt and friends. There's Jaden. More Purple Hearts. Purple Hearts are everywhere. I'm digging that. So, I mentioned recently that I completed something that was on my to-do list and was there since March. I sometimes look back at what I've done for this web development project, and I am just in awe of what I've cobbled together. I know that sounds cringe, but like I built this system which is very robust and moves the job through the plant. It's a plant management web software and just very sophisticated, very elegant, properly structured, rock solid. I can't believe that this thing I put together is doing so much good for a company. 100 people pound away at this a day, every day for 11 and a half years. It's mission critical. They had another software company come in and wanted to sell them a replacement software that replaced less than half of what I did and cost $250,000. My web development fees came out somewhere north of $45,000. They can't touch it. They can't give it up. It's a poor business decision for them to abandon this thing I put together. And I'm doing some changes to it, and I think the next 2 items on the list are going to go pretty quickly just because I put it together so elegantly. Hugh DeMann is here. That's Wit Profit. Say hi, Wit, in the chat. Good to have you here, my friend. Floyd Fernandez, morning from Colorado. Hey, morning to you. David W. Ryan, he popped in. Richard Down is here. He's in a little earlier today. He slipped in right under the wire yesterday. Mr. Rich Vibes. Oh, kudos, you deserve it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've got to submit an invoice. See, this is the thing when you're in business for yourself. You're like, well, in order to get paid, you got to make an invoice. So you got to make the invoice, and then you got to email the invoice, and then you got to wait 45 days for the invoice to be paid. Yada, yada, yada. First world problems. Enda Trading is here. Enda, you gave me some good information. Thank you. I love when people share tips. You know, I welcome all feedback. And sometimes the feedback really lands, and that's great. But I love it. I try and do smart things. I try and be a leader. I try and show you how to do things properly. But life is a continuation of learning. I'm always learning. And yeah, keep the good information coming. Not on anything particular, but if you see me doing something out there, or if I'm talking about something, you're like, hey, you know, this is another way to do it. Bring it on. Bring it on. Now on the tubes. He's popping around. He's giving me views from all over the place. Yeah, please engage. Oh, I also wanted to give you an update. A couple shows ago, I showed you a little shelf I put together. Well, that shelf has been installed, and I want to show it to you now. It doesn't look like much, but here is the shelf. I painted the edges. You can see this is plywood. Whoops. Hold on. There we go. Oh, maybe. There we go. Okay, see, you can see like the plywood edges. And they were really light wood. So I just painted them brown. And you can see that I've got the roll of garbage bags here in these little valleys. This is the flashlight. This is a bark buddy. This is the rubber case full of treats. These are puppy wipes. This is another little tiny roll of trash bags, but these are the actual dog trash bags. This is like a dog trash bag holder. And then we've got this other rubber thing clipped underneath because I have metal little shelf brackets. And then here's the dowel rod that holds the spray that you can clean up accidents in the house. And then above it, we've got the leashes hanging down. So this is just a nice little thing where, like, you go to put this here, and it's not going to roll off. It's not going to fall this way, and it's not going to roll this way, and it's not going to roll this way, and it's not going to fall on my puppies because this is like 1.5 pounds. I don't want 1.5 pounds of metal falling on the puppies. So, I installed it, and it's nice. This is a little bracket here because this is a door, and the door will open, and I didn't want the door crashing into it, so that made sense. This is the countertop. It's a thing. I made a thing. Form over function. Yeah. I kind of liked the seeing the edges of the plywood. Some people like it, some people don't. But I decided to just paint that, and I just kept the top stained. Like, I could have. Anyway, it's nice. It's nice, and it's functional. Oh, we've got a programming note here from Rich Vibes. I lost my cursor. Oh, there it goes. Sunday Night Live this weekend, baby. Whoop, whoop. 2 p.m. Sunday Eastern Time on Mixcloud. Rich Vibes does a DJ set, and he takes requests. What wakes up a beautiful mind like yours? Yeah, on Christmas Eve, I was given a coffee, and I've been hooked ever since. I've been trying to taper down. It's not working. I'm back on the wagon, as they say. I worked yesterday. I put in a full day's worth of work at my full-time job. I'm happy to be back, jumping into everything. There's a lot happening. I was on with my boss and my boss's boss, and I'm making things happen. I do enjoy what I do for a living. With the web development, though, I haven't done anything in the shop, and I'm kind of bummed about that. I'm not going to give up. I got to keep pushing forward. I've committed to making this product in the shop and launching it. I have an appointment with my accountant at the end of the month. I'm going to get set up with the tax ID so I can purchase materials sales tax free, because when I sell my items, I will tax. You will have to pay sales tax on them, and it's a whole big thing. I have to figure out how to have a business. I got to figure out the accounting software and shopping cart software, which I kind of got figured out. But there's a lot of businessy type things I'm hesitant to move forward on, but is a necessity. So I'm kind of getting that all kind of thought through as best I can. I will have a video on Awesome Wood Things about my business and how I'm doing there. So stay tuned for that. All right, I'm going to go. Drop me a big old like. I love you all. Stay awesome, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Feels like Tuesday, but it's Wednesday. Bye. Missed the button. There we go.